You mentioned that you have a baby that's 9 weeks old, and for the first month or so, you really didn't have much of an appetite, but now you feel like you're ravenous and you're having all these cravings and want to know why. And there's a lot of different things that can contribute to cravings. For one, after you have a baby, it's normal to be stressed and sleep deprived, and those things can actually cause us to crave foods, especially ones that aren't good for us. There's research to show that when we eat carbs like sugar and fat, it actually causes our brain to release serotonin, which is a hormone that calms us. And so these things are literally calming and soothing to us. So the cravings are literally in our head. We crave something, we want it, we get it, we feel satisfied, but it's short term. And if we give into our cravings all the time, then it can, of course, lead to health problems if it's led to obesity. So it's okay to give into cravings every now and then, especially if you're the kind of person that can just have like a cookie or two out of a package. But if you're the kind of person who will eat a whole cake if you make it, or a whole batch of cookies, instead limit what you have in your house. Like you could go to the store and buy a cookie instead of making a batch of cookies, and that will reduce the amount that you eat when you have a craving. If you're having cravings, ask yourself if it's actually because you're hungry or because you're just having a craving. Like after meals, it's normal for all of us to crave like some caffeine or sugar or chocolate or something. And that's normal. And like I said before, if you can control your craving and just have like one little chocolate or just like one little cookie, then that's okay. Especially because when you deprive yourself or go on a diet and tell yourself that you can't have anything, then it makes you want it even more. It truly is a mental game. And so ask yourself if you are hungry, and if you are hungry, then reach for something healthy. Fill your diet full of whole grains, low-fat dairy, lean protein, lots of fruits and vegetables, and healthy fat. Stock your house with those things instead of all the things that you know you shouldn't eat. Sometimes we also experience cravings because we're thirsty, so drink a glass of water to see if that helps. You may also want to start a cravings journal, and this sounds silly, but this will help you to peg down times of the day when you know you're going to crave certain things, and also, especially for women, times of the month when you start to crave certain things. And you wanted to know if being postpartum, if it might be your hormones or the birth control causing you to experience the cravings, and it's very possible. That is very possible. So if you keep a cravings journal, that will help you know when you're more prone to have cravings, and it will also help you to determine what you can do to overcome them so that you don't overindulge too often. And lastly, keep in mind that food cravings can actually be a response to an emotional need. And so think about what's going on in your life, and the food journal can help with this, especially if you're noticing trends. And if you feel like you do have emotional needs and that's why you're having cravings, then fill that emotional need with something not related to food. This might just mean taking some time out for yourself and getting a babysitter for an hour or two so that you can have some me time and do the things that you enjoy, especially the things you haven't been able to do for a while because you've been caring for your baby. And maybe it's just taking a nap because you're overly tired. So make sure you're taking time out for yourself, and that may make a difference too. Good luck with everything, and if you have more questions in the future for me, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms, and recommend us to your friends and family too.